Allison.
And I'm Alan Han. Allison, since I have been at Montverde, I am really curious about how American government is organized.
Oh, Alan, it's pretty simple. Our government is divided into three branches. The legislative, which is the branch that makes the laws, the executive, which carries out the laws, and the judicial, which evaluates the laws.
Wow, that is so different from the government in my country, China. Do you have a president like we do?
Yes, we do right now. Our president is Barack Obama, but we're currently in the process of choosing a new president. The major party candidates are Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Have you heard of them?
Of course, who hasn't?
Now, I'm curious, how is the government organized in China?
Oh, the government in China has no division. There are 7 people having superpower to do everything, and every people in China must follow what they say.
That's honestly really cool. Since the population here at MVA is so diverse, I'd really like to learn more about governments.
I agree. Let's go to Verena and Ezra to find out some international perceptions of government.
Hey, it's your boy Easy E, and today we're talking about politics. This is
Hillary,
So Hillary, where are you from?
Turks and Caicos Islands.
Oh, nice. What is the election process like?
Well, usually it's kind of the same process. The voters have voters cards. They visit the stationary voting polls, and they mark their X on a paper, and the votes are counted up at least by midnight that same night. The results are given out, and the new political party is elected.
So, Marcus, where are you from?
I'm from Toronto, Canada.
So, what is the election process like in Canada?
It's pretty similar. You know, you got your, we have different names for it, but, you know, we still have mayors and everything like that. We just don't have a president. We have a prime minister. Shout out to my guy, Justin Trudeau. But, yeah, it's pretty similar.
Hey guys, today I'm here with Hugh. Where are you from?
Vietnam.
Cool. What is the election process in Vietnam?
So basically, a lot of members in the House, they vote on what the position of the person should be.
Hello guys, today I'm here with my friend Peters. Where are you from, Peters?
I'm from China.
Cool, I'm from China too. What is the election process in China? Do you get to vote?
Well, actually, the people representatives in the party, they got a chance to vote. But nobody, I mean, we peasant, like, we don't really have the chance to get a vote, actually.
Thanks, Verena and Ezra. It's really interesting to see all this diversity.
Allison, if you are president for a day, what would you do?
That's a really good question. I think I would do everything in my power to stop the violence going on around the world.
Let's see what other Montverde students will do if they were president.
I'm sure Steph on the street has all of those answers. Hit us up, Steph.
Hey guys, it's Steph, and I'm back on the street. Summer, what would you do if you were president for the day?
I don't know.
What would you do if you were president for the day?
I don't know.
RJ, what would you do if you were president for a day?
I would change the national bird to a condor.
Leah, what would you do if you were president for the day?
No uniform for school.
Ramses! Ramses! Ethan, if you were president for the day, what would you do to make our country a better place?
Well, I'd probably make it a law that there has to be another Shrek movie.
Nor, what would you do if you were president for the day?
I would help the Syrian refugees and help the world to make the world a better place.
Would you build a wall?
Where?
Mr. Garland, what would you do if you were president for the day?
I would make the entire country look at my beautiful little daughter.
Max, what would you do if you were president for the day?
I'm already the president.
Thanks, Stephanie.
Alan, do you think the president plays a sport?
I'm not sure. Let's go to the Killian and the filter on sports to find out.
Thank you, Alan. And yes, Barack Obama actually plays basketball. First of all, our ladies varsity volleyball team won the regional quarterfinals last Tuesday and competed last Friday in the regional semifinals, but lost in 3 sets. They had an amazing season and finished as one of the best teams in the state. Way to go.
Yesterday, our ladies varsity and JV soccer teams played against the Villages High School for their first game of the season. Best of luck this season, girls. Also, the boys varsity soccer team played against West Shore High School to begin their season. Great job, boys.
Last Saturday, our swim team competed in districts at Trinity Prep at the boys, finished in third and the girls in second. They will advance to regionals next. Great job, swimmers. Now on to our equestrian team, who competed at the Grand Oaks last Friday and Saturday. They did an overall and won the team costume contest. Awesome!
Finally, our two varsity boy runners, Ian Cortez and Ryder Valenquet, competed last weekend at regionals along with our whole girls varsity team. The girls won the regional team competition along with Ryder, who will advance to states. Great job, runners.
Well, that wraps it up for this week's Sports on MVA Today. Back to you, Alan and Allison.
Our Eagles are always on their best game.
And so is our faculty team. Let's go to the Jonathan to see what is going on in the history department of the academy.
Hi guys, it's my day. Today we're going to have Mr. Burke as the Eagle Profile of the Week. So, when was your first time voting?
The first time I voted was in the election of 2000. That was when George W. Bush was elected. It was his first term of office against Al Gore, the vice president under Bill Clinton.
And it was hard to choose a candidate?
At the time, it wasn't incredibly difficult. It was a little bit different because both candidates were brand new. Neither one of them was a sitting president. So they both kind of came in with a clean slate, and they had to all put their agendas out on the table. So being my first time, I was careful about it, and I tried my best to really inform myself onto both of their positions. And I want a president who is intelligent enough to be able to look at the problem, assess the situation, and make the best decision for our country at that time, even if that decision might be unpopular, because being president isn't always about being popular. It's making the right decision for the country at that time. So,
thank you, sir. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks for sharing all that with us, Mr. Burke.
The elections are coming up really soon, Alison.
Yeah, Alan, you're right. Let's head over to Izzy and Izzy for more on this election.
Hey guys, it's your girl Izzy.
And also your other girl, Izzy.
If you haven't already noticed, this is a political episode, and some of you may not know much about American politics.
Or you're like me and only really care about the memes.
Well, it's not just about the memes. The candidate who wins this election will become the new commander-in-chief of this country.
I say we all just vote the FLOTUS to the POTUS.
If only it was that easy, Izzy. If only it was that easy. The primary elections finish in June of this year. If you don't know what that is, it's where the voters of the two major political parties, Republican and Democratic, voted for their own party's candidates to choose who will represent them in the race for the presidency.
And if you didn't already know, Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton are in fact the nominees for the Republicans and Democrats, respectively.
But don't cry yet, guys, because I still have more to say. There are many things that go into being president, and anyone who has taken Mr. Clapper's class will know these. However, if you haven't, let's review.
Ah yes, let's all pay attention to Professor Izzy. It's not like we don't already find the government completely captivating.
The president is the head of the executive branch in America, and they are the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. They have the power to sign legislation into law or to veto bills enacted by Congress. Article 2 of the Constitution says that the president is responsible for the execution and enforcement of the laws enacted by Congress.
Basically, this means that the President of the United States gets the final say on whether the armed forces get deployed or not. Fun. War in the hands of one man or woman.
So, whoever wins this election, they will be required to fulfill all of these responsibilities. Don't panic, though, because they won't be acting alone. Along with the full cabinet staff of their choosing, they are under the scrutiny of an American system called checks and balances, which ensures that no one branch of the government, legislative, judicial, or executive, has too much power.
Equality, the land of the free. America.
Well, that's all I have to say on the matter. Remember, if you're eligible to vote in this election, vote.
Make sure you go hit up those polls to get that tiny little sticker that grown people love to flaunt. Yay for stickers.
Good luck this election season, guys. And as Mr. Matos says, make good decisions.
Well, the bad decisions you make will also help shape who you are, so I guess. This is Izzy and Izzy.
Back to you, main desk.
Thank you, Izzy Squared.
That's enough politics for one show. Now it's time for Desk Mentions. Tonight at 7 p.m. we will be holding the Upper School Fall Music Concert.
On Thursday, November 3rd, we will have a Spring Theater auditorium. Make sure to go to try it out for the Spring Theater production.
On November 4th, Ritters will be on campus, and on November 5th, there's an SAT at 8 a.m. and a TOEFL test at 8:15 a.m. That wraps it up for this week's MVA Today. From myself and everyone in the TV studio broadcasting course in the Stevens Media Arts Building, I'm Allison.
And I'm Alan Han.
See you later, Eagles.